And in fact we have a special fly past to mark the retirement of the Swedish Air Force SK60. This being staged because the two pilots of the Red Bull Alpha Jets are former SK60 pilots, albeit with the Austrian Air Force, and they felt the need to honour the retirement of the SK60 with this special formation sequence. And now straight into the SK60's solo display. This, I shall repeat once again, the final ever solo display of a Swedish Air Force SK60. History is happening here in Leszno. And what a lovely surprise that formation was. The Saab 105 was designed in the 1960s as a multi-role military and civilian aircraft capable of training, ground attack, tactical reconnaissance, liaison, and even designed to be a very light business jet. The Swedish Air Force selected the type to replace the de Havilland Vampire, and they designated it the SK60. Now here, a remarkably slow roll.
This, Adam, one of the finest solo displays on the circuit, and continues the lineage of Sweden's much missed national aerobatic team, Team 60, that was active between 1974 and 2008 in a single season in 2018.
Yes, this aircraft still wearing Team 60 colours, bearing the team's very attractive underwing smoke pods as well. This display expertly flown by Nils Kindström of the Swedish Air Force, and he is about to perform a remarkable manoeuvre, one that I see so rarely from jet-powered aircraft. We've seen it from the likes of the Extra 330 from the Equipe de Voltige earlier today, but this is going to be a partial rolling circle, the aircraft turning through about 60 degrees in terms of its ground track, but performing aileron rolls for the duration. So a turn there alternating every few seconds between positive and negative G, but next a turn that will be entirely negative G. Niels performs a half Cuban to turn back towards us. I love the way the low sun is illuminating that smoke. So now, rolling, 90 degrees, and then pushing. Luke, this is a pure aerial ballet, and I know both of us were so much looking forward to this moment.
We continue to listen to the sounds of the Polish Air Force Orchestra. And honestly, Adam, I wasn't so sure how it was going to accompany these displays, but it is just spot on. Luckily, not the total end of the line for the lovely SK60. Upon retirement, 3 examples of this type will be reportedly headed over to the Swedish Air Force historical flight, where they will join the single turbo mecha engine example that's currently in their inventory.
Yes, an important distinction when it comes to engine types, because the example currently operated by the Swedish Air Force historic flight is one that was retired before being upgraded. The turbo mecha is the engine originally fitted to these aircraft, but nowadays those that remain in service are fitted with the Williams International FJ44. So a 4-point hesitation roll coming up next. Sweden will retire its SK60s next week. Their role will be taken over partially by the Grob 120 TP as an interim measure, but it is quite likely that they will add a more advanced jet trainer like the PC-21 or Saab T7 Red Hawk at a later date. Right now I feel quite conflicted. This is bittersweet.
It is.
On the one hand, genuinely sad to know that I'm never going to see this again, but at the same time, this combination of flying and location and lighting and music just makes me so happy.
You know, art is all about, that human connection, and even though that what we're seeing here is an inanimate object, it is certainly displayed remarkably well, and I will say that this solo performance is definitely that art. Last of the Mohicans and last of the SK60.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, was history. The SK60 quite literally flies off into the sunset.